Good morning, everyone. My name is Annalisa M. Quering. So today I will discuss about discrimination. What is discrimination? Discrimination is when a stereotype and prejudice translate into a negative act towards a person. It is and refers to actions or behaviors towards an individual or a group of people. According to the United Nations, discriminatory behaviors take many forms, but they all involve some form of exclusion or rejection. It is a treatment or consideration of a making a distinction in favor or against or a person that based on a group, class, or category to which that person or they is perceived to belong to rather than an individual merit. This includes treatment of an individual group or group based on their actual or perceived members in a certain group or social category in a way that are worse than a group that people are usually treated. It involves the group initial's reaction or interaction going into influence the individual's action or actual behavior towards a group of leader or the group restricting members of one group from opportunities or privileges that are available to another group that leading to exclusion of individual or entities based on logical or irrational decision making. Types of discrimination includes age, race, sexual orientation, national origin, disability including mental, physical, psychological, and learning disabilities, and also gender identity, religious belief or activity, marital status or pregnancy status. People who are discriminated on are treated worse than the way people are usually treated just because they belong to a certain group or they have certain characteristics. Here's a few examples of discrimination. First is genocide. Genocide is the action of recognizing someone as different so much that they are treated inhumanly and degraded. So, what is inhumanly? Treated inhumanly. It is a treatment which cause intense physical or mental suffering. It includes serious physical assault, psychological interrogation, cruel or restraint, serious physical or psychological abuse in a health or care setting, and also treating to torture someone if the treated is real and immediately. While degrading or degraded treatment, it is extremely humiliating and undignified. Whether treatment reaches a level that can be defined as degraded depends on a number of factors includes duration of the treatment, physical or mental effects, and sex, age, vulnerability, and health of the victim. And also, it is deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying the nation or group. And also, genocide is a systematic killing of ethnic group or nation in a whole or in a part. The next example is apartheid, means separateness, is a form of racial discrimination where one race is viewed as less than the other, resulting in the separation of black and whites and the mass murder of Jews in concentration camps. Um, it is a policy or system of segregation or discrimination on ground of race. Also, racial discrimination means it is any discrimination against any individual on the basis their skin, color, racial or ethnic origin. Individual discriminate by refusing to do business with, socialize with, or share resources with people or a certain group. For example, in a workplace situation, the law forbids discrimination where it comes to any aspect employment including hiring, firing, paid job, assignment, promotion, layout, training, French benefits, and any other term or addition of employment. And also harassment can be include example of racial slurs, attention, or derogatory remarks that about period, race, or color, or the display of racially offensive symbols. It is unfair to harass a person because of that person, race, of or color. The third one example is gender discrimination. Gender discrimination is another form of discrimination. Gender discrimination refers to unfair rights between male and female based on different gender rule which lead to unequal treatment in life. It is an issue that has been debated for many decades. It is a social problem which causes unfair treatment in society between different gender. There are many effects of gender disparity in the society. It has effects on the scale of population because of the discrimination of gender. The number of newborn boys and girls is unequal. It regards to education. The one being discriminated are the female. Education is a fundamental right which should not be restricted to certain gender. Why does inequality happen? As it may seem, the most forcing or enforcing cause of gender inequality would be stereotypes. Typically, women are thought of as housewife to stay at home, cook and clean, and the male and take care of children. Men and are support to work and support the family. But the modern society, the thought of typical housewife has changed. Women are being educated and start to work different field. From all the gender inequality is obviously an urgent problem in the world. Despite the fact that its volume much decreased, it still exists and male a lot of people suffer its consequence every day. And there are many reasons leading to gender discrimination which cannot be solved easily. However, with education and progressive thoughts of people, there are also reasons to trust in the future of gender inequality being stopped. The next example is LGBT discrimination. It happens when LGBT people are treated as lesser than straight people. How discrimination affects LGBT individual. LGBT discrimination, initialism used as shorthand or umbrella terms for all folks who are a non-normative gender or sexuality. There are many different initialism people prefer LGBT, like lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. Experiencing discrimination is not easy, something that can or should be easily brushed off, despite the reality that many people often feel the must promoting the order to maintain peace. Yes, supporting or promoting discrimination act has a real consequence on the lives of those affected. The impact of discrimination in the LGBT may include effects on physical health, mental, psychology health, education, employment, housing status, treatment in public and social settings, and economic security. For example, for in public social settings, most school, playgrounds, community center, parties, bar, restaurants, libraries, transportation service, even convert form of discrimination such as avoiding LGBT community members or failing to accommodate the needs of these lame LGBT community members can be have negative impact in person quality of life. Despite recent advances, people in this country are still being fired because they are LGBT. If you've been discriminated against because of your sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, mostly in hiring, firing, promotion, benefits of work condition, you have rights. So that's all my part. Thank you.